I just don't like to hear myself talking.
Took me years.
I mean, I'm fine with it if it's once or twice, but if it's like a million times back to back, don't sign me up for
I
that.
start singing everything I say.
You doing all that?
Yeah. I have a song called "How You Do."
Oh wow, nice.
That's funny that you just said that.
No, I didn't know.
She's lying.
And it's about
She's just trying to make small talk. Don't listen to it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's about getting high and I don't know if I'm allowed to curse.
Oh, you're allowed to curse.
It's about getting high and fucking.
Nice, dude. We need more.
You gotta listen to it. I know.
See, because I do feel like starting with the blunt is a good way. And you can finish with a blunt. It's
Right.
Right. Never mind.
Before, during, and after, you know?
feel me?
Mhm. Yeah.
Just don't ash on the nigga.
Yeah. So you gotta hear that song. I don't know if you play music on your show, but that's a good one to play.
We don't play music during it, but what we do is we like to share and link me. I'm a DM you, so.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I gotta get you the deets on tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not supposed to.
just playing around.
I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to.
He said I'm her man.
That was a joke, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we-
Y'all should come for real though.
Tomorrow.
But yeah.
Okay, so actually, we got to get all this on the air, and we're recording, but we haven't been recording officially. So let me go ahead and start. My name is Earl Alexander, Cab Ticket, prolific, pro, as some people have called me, but it's not important at this moment because I'm here with two incredible artists, two wonderful artists. In fact, these are the prominent artists of the day. We had to highlight these artists because they've been working so hard. One of them been going hard. I've known him for a long time. Just been putting in work in the game. I'm telling you, he's a killer. He's a monster. He's a monster. I'm just being introduced to a lovely artist on my right, who is also killing in the game. I heard some things. I was like, man, it's a wonderful artist, wonderful sound. So all of that you need to get. So I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. 'Cause I already know what you're in for, but let them give you the shakedown. Tell them about all of your interwebs, your social media, how to find you in your music. And I just want to start, all right, because ladies, and then we'll go
Right.
to
Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Ashli Phoenix. It's Ashley with an I, ASHLI, Phoenix like the city. I keep it consistent, so that's gonna be my name across the board on everything. I'm way cooler on TikTok, so find me there.
And you know what it is, man. The man, the myth, the legend. Your boy Tragedy602. You know, spelled just like you spelled tragedy in the dictionary, then 602 like the area code from Phoenix. Just Google it. And run it.
Hey. So, now, this is your first time coming to SongLab. We've been hyping up the event, but y'all been hearing about it, right?
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I've been seeing the pictures and just seeing the vibes, and I've known you and Friday for a minute, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see what this is about for sure.
Does it kind of live up to what we've been promoting?
It's fun, man. It's the way I would describe it. The best is fun, creative, man, and it's just a big good networking experience for real. Because there's people playing violins, people rapping, you know, there's people doing like
100%.
dance hall reggae type vibe.
Violin and a guitar.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can do only stuff you could probably do here right now out of all the places I've been recently. So really like it. It's really, really, really good experience.
Well, that's big because honestly, you've had a lot of experiences in music. You do music full time, is that correct?
Yeah, man. I've been doing it for 3 years. Just quit my job at the dispensary, and just decided, fuck it, you know.
And a lot of artists want to be in that same position.
No, they don't. Hey, they think they do, man, but it sucks, man. It's nothing glamorous or glitzy. We're not making no $1 million over here, you know. It's hard work, and some months are super good. Some months I'm like, damn, I just made, you know, $3K off of one show. And some months it's like I have made $50 for this whole month, and I got to go to mama's crib or, you know, my sister's house and get some food. So it's like I don't want anybody to misconstrue what's happening. You know, we make it happen because we make it happen. You know what I mean? And it's like when it's super high, when it's super good, is because we did that. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing, man. I'm just happy to still be able to do this and not have to go find a job or something like that.
I think that, and we were speaking earlier and with another artist that was in front of me, and we were talking about empowerment, and I think that's what artists are really looking for, that empowerment to be able to make those choices, to control their career, be kind of more an entrepreneur and artist, right? And that's what you've done. You've actually made it.
Yeah, man. So it's funny that you say that, because like I'll give you the moment that I decided. I was like, yo, I gotta stop working. And it wasn't like, I don't suggest anybody do this, honestly. Make your money, build a huge base of money first. You can stack as much money, work your job, find something that you like doing that you can stand. It's just torture for me, so I can't do it. But if just make sure you have a base before you try to do this. But I was talking to Sincerely Collins one day, and I asked him, I'm like, bro, when did you decide that you're like, that you want to just do this? He's like, as soon as I can record for free, I stopped working. And then I felt like, oh damn, I'm behind, so at that point it was like no choice. Yeah, it was no choice. So I was like, yo, okay, well, that's what we do, and that's what we doing, and it's kind of like, I could work a job, but I just get so sick after a year and a half that it just becomes the me show. When I start talking shit to the boss, start being rude to customers, it's like, and they won't fire me because I'm doing a good job at my job.
Yeah, you're putting in the
but
work.
It becomes detrimental every day walking in there. I feel so, So I decided, hey, I'm gonna do whatever I can to make it work with this, and that's why I'm so serious about charging people for what I do. So, and don't be mad. I have to eat food.
Look, people have to understand this is a business, and that we are all businesses. Actually.
Yeah, everyone, anybody that operates anything creatively is paying money. If it's dope.
And if it's going to have a return on investment,
100%,
right? So with that, how has your career changed since making that commitment?
Man, it became everything. It became I drilled a whiteboard into my room and made goals every day. It made me a more organized human being, man. It made me more aware of time and more aware of myself and what I'm doing with my life. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I was floating because I was talented, Yeah, everything's more intentional. Everything's done with purpose. Everything's got a thought behind it. Everything is to get to another place. I'm not just throwing any moves. I'm not working with anybody I'm not doing anything that detracts from my goal. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's a double-edged sword too, because I want to reach out more. I want to be more in touch with people, and I want to be all over the place. But at the same time, it kind of takes away from the main mission of what I'm doing. I still got a whole list of unchecked shit that's on my whiteboard that's really important that people have already paid half the money for. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So it's like people don't understand the whole inner working. They just think, oh, you could just do it. It's like, no, but I got 5 people that are waiting on projects. And those people outweigh you in priority.
And that level of collaboration is actually at the level of making sure that your collaboration is profitable for you and the other party.
Exactly. And whenever you buy anything from me, I'm gonna always hook you up. But I just want to know that you value my work enough to pay me. You know what I mean? If you want a cheaper price, tell me you want a cheaper price. If you're going to pay the higher price, I'm not going to offer you a cheaper price, you know what I mean? Because I want what I need, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if what makes sense for me, but at the same time, whatever you're getting from me, I'm going above and beyond to make sure that when you play it or you run it back, you're just like, oh my God, like,
yo, that's what I need
exactly.
to make my
You feel justified immediately when you hear my voice on the song that you purchased, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you definitely value collaboration and the and the work that you do with other artists in not only a profitable capacity, but also in the fact that it's going to advance their career, it's going to help advance your career, just the whole creative aspect of it. You value collaborations in that.
I'm so cognizant of it. I almost overvalue it to a point where it makes collaborating with me hard. Because if I collaborate with you and you don't do anything with it, or if you don't take the next step and make your own moves, you probably won't collaborate with me again. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, for me, I'm all about the growth, all about the, if you're going to work and do this shit, you're going to work and do this shit enough. Now I'm not going to be bothered with you.
And you've been working for a long enough time to where you
I can tell
time for the game. So
I can tell.
What it's going to be.
I can tell when someone wants me to hold their hand and walk them through the whole process, which is fine. I charge for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what it is. I've started so many people off. I've gotten so many people to certain levels, and they all just leave and act like they're the shit. Wow. So it's like, all right, if you don't want to stay and build something, then why should I not charge you like everybody else?
I was surprised to actually hear that you two had a song together. How did that come about?
We got a couple songs together. Honestly, I want to let her talk because I've been fucking talking up a storm.
I'm making the transition. I'm giving, trust me. So yeah, go ahead and tell me how you guys came about making music together.
So we actually met through a mutual friend, Nick. He just, basically told us both the same thing. Well, I got a friend who does music and she's super dope or he's super dope and you guys should meet because he's the male version of me and vice versa, whatever.
He told me that she asked.
Did he really?
I'm just playing with her.
So anyway.
Rumors.
Right. Starting stuff. But so he introduced us and just instantly like our personalities clicked and we were just being dumb and whatever. And next thing you know, we had 2 songs and we went over and hung out with Cyrus and recorded them both in one night, put them out kind of like right after that, huh?
Yeah, honestly.
Awesome.
It just worked. When it works, it works.
Just gelled. Instant collaboration. And the vibe was just right. Yeah. But speak to that. The first 2 songs.
First 2 songs, we talked for a long time. I mean, I think before we ever did anything musically, like we talked for like 8 hours, you know what I mean, in my room the first time I met her. And I was like, all right, I honestly was at a point, like, even though I was worse than I am now, I just dislike people. I don't know, I have a thing, but I worked past that. I'm past it, so it was like, man, because I'm like really protective of my artwork, you know what I mean? And I don't just write to write, you know what I mean? I'm not just doing this for no reason. I just don't do it for anyone, you know what I mean? Like I write for myself and that's like really what I take pride in. So it's like when collaborating with another artist, especially if you're especially if it's like deep collaboration like we were doing, it just, for me, it's harder to do because I'm already thinking for myself, like, how like I hate to sound like this, but like I already think I'm already on a level of like radio ready, all that type of level. So it's kind of, for me, it's like, what am I getting out of doing this? You know what I mean? Like, and then I only do that if I'm like cool with the person, if I like the person, or if we're actually collaborating towards a goal. Because a lot of the times when I've done it, man, it's just been like 100 songs out there with random people that never ever come out.
So when you two first met, you already knew that the music was gonna go somewhere. You guys had already discussed it. You had good conversation.
No, I didn't know anything. I never heard a song from her. She was like on a
I didn't have any music out at all at that point.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
So it was taking.
I had just went solo artist. I used to sing for a cover band.
Well, yeah.
And
now give me
right. Go more into her.
Let me know. Yeah.
So I used to sing for a cover band, and I've been writing my own songs since I was like in 6th grade.
Oh wow.
So one day I was like, I'm tired of singing other people's songs. I want to sing my own songs. Yeah. So I went solo about 3 years ago, and it was the first 2 songs that I put out, like on Spotify and all of that. So
what was the main factor that made you like go solo? Like, I know that must have been like you already working, you're already with the group established, doing cover songs.
It was scary, when you're with a band, the attention's not all on you.
Yeah.
The band's there to back you up, and if it's live and you mess up, the guitarist picks it up, or the drummer got your back. You know what I mean? Like everybody kind of has you on stage and stuff, and it's just a whole different vibe. And when you're in the studio and it's just you and the booth and the mic and whatever your words, and I don't know. It's very different. Very different. Yeah, you think about more about what are other people going to think of this when they hear this? How is this going to be portrayed to somebody else?
Before you recorded those first 2 songs, had you done studio work before that?
No.
What? I didn't even know that.
No, I never.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
And so now I get it.
I went there, I put down my bag, you said no.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had no idea. I didn't know studio etiquette or anything.
She put down her bag. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to pick that up, or you ain't never gonna see it again.
I didn't know. I walked up in the studio, put my bag down.
I used to record in the trenches, man, in the fucking trenches.
Okay, so you was,
It's going hard up in the paint.
People were like, yo, hey, mom, what's good with you? Hey, man. Cause I've always been like proper, you know. I've all like I got my family super ganged up and all that shit. So I've been on that side of the tracks, and I'm like, that's cool and everything, but I just knew what I had. You know what I mean? I knew I couldn't fuck it up because I was playing sports. Honestly, I was killing in football. I was a good defensive end, good running back, and then I got injured my junior year, and they told me, hey, listen, you could do this 6 weeks of physical therapy, or you can just say fuck football. And I mean, it wasn't just football. I wrestled. I did basketball. I did track and field. I was everything. I still got records at that school, Valley Lutheran High School.
You know, pretty much after that injury, then you said, "Screw it, I'm a."
No, I was already doing music too. I was passing out mixtapes in like 8th grade, 9th grade. I was just lit. You know what I mean? I was just like, fuck it, I'm doing everything. Because I told my mom when I was like 8, I'm gonna buy her a crib. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me explore.
You was already motivated. You already had that big hustler. Hustler motivation.
I thank God I came out with this clear ass vision of what I wanted to do from the jump, you know, because a lot of times I kind of still feel like I did kind of fuck up a little bit when I started smoking and shit, but it's like you get a clear vision of what you want to do, and a lot of people don't got the parents to force them to, you know, go to Pop Warner and then go to fucking every practice and then go to college and shit.
Make them consistent.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just like doing that shit with music. That was always consistent, no doubt, because my dad was doing crazy shit. You know, I was in orphanages and fucking foster homes and shit. So I was just like, yo, let me get away from this shit. So I was always writing. And then I was injury prone as fuck. So I was good, but I was playing varsity as freshman year. So I was getting smacked by hella people that were bigger than me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I was always banged up. And I was like, but I can't. And then when I got the last injury, my head almost like touched my heels. You know what I mean? Like, cause I was tackling somebody, I was tackling someone and someone helmeted me in my back and my shit, like Scorpion. And it was rap after that. So I was like, fuck it, man. I'm going to just stick to the booth. And then shit just started happening, man. I'm happy that I made that choice, you know?
It's awesome. And like, what kept you writing music even through the time, like part of the group doing cover songs, but you're writing your own music still, but you're not releasing it.
Right.
What was the motivation to write the music during those times? Or you get to saying, okay, I want to turn this into a profitable opportunity.
Kind of weird for me to say. Like, so I do what I call subliminal songwriting. So I just listen to beats and whatever comes to my head, I just say it. I freestyle everything. And I'm usually just recording and I'll go back and write it. So a lot of producers send me beats and I'll just be listening to them, you know, and I just start writing stuff. Next thing you know, I have 40 songs that now need to be recorded to see if they're even good enough to release. So kind of like that. It's very rare that I actually sit down with the intent of writing a song. It just comes to me.
It's more you're catching messages, the vibes, the emotions, and capturing that.
Right. Like, if you said, you know, hey, write a song about this for me.
Yeah.
Like, that would be hard for me to sit there and, like, intentionally try to write that song for you. But if you give me a beat, say, hey, you know, E. Freezy made this beat, and then you tell me what you want the vibe to be or the song about, then I got you. I'll just pick it up. The beat tells me.
You're picky as fuck, though. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah. If so, I like, you know. Okay, let me explain, because we can all agree. You know, I'm gonna use here's a good example. So when you're at the club, right?
Yeah.
And that song comes on and just do the first few whatever. That's my song. Yeah, everyone in there, that's my song. You know it just off those few little seconds that you. So when I listen to beats that producers send me, if it doesn't catch my attention within the first 10 seconds, I'm skipping it. Like I just need those beats that are like very noticeable. None of my songs sound the same at all, and I take a lot of pride in that.
I don't think that's a too high standard.
Right.
You know, I think that's reasonable.
Okay. See.
No, but it's ridiculous, man. She says that, but like, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like asking your girlfriend what she wants to eat. You know what I mean? That's Ashli Phoenix picking beats.
When it comes to my art,
you know,
I just know what I want. Period.
Well, I think artists, you know, can run the gambit, and that may be where you're at with your beat selection is a little bit, you know, a little bit harder.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a very specific type of sound, I feel, and
that's for sure. Niche sound.
A niche sound, and that's
I don't know if that's a
that's
good thing.
good for artists though.
It is a good thing.
It's a great thing.
I
It's
think,
great.
I mean, for me, I think that's my biggest problem is that I'm too versatile all the time. It's like you didn't love Eminem because he sounded different on every song. We loved him because he had that same fucking.
Because he's Eminem.
Yeah.
Exactly. We like
Yeah.
50 Cent the way 50 Cent had his certain sound.
50
Everybody
Cent.
has their certain sound
Right.
that makes them them. Like Weezy got that certain sound, you know. And Jeezy had the certain sound. Jeezy had the certain sound.
I mean,
So
you say the
so
names and you know the sound.
Exactly.
If 98.3 decided to wake up on me and play one of my songs without me telling you it was gonna happen, would you hear it on the radio and know that it was me?
Well, yeah, but I've worked with you so intimately. With a random fan, I think so. But it's just like
I think so.
But they gotta be in your world, you know.
Because like with you, I would right away. I know your sound like.
Yeah,
I
but
know
if
it.
but listen, but if I put on Championships, right, boom, and you hear that song, and then I put on All in My Head, you're not gonna know that that's the same guy.
Right. No, I
Unless
get
you
what you're
know
saying.
me, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right. And I
That
do.
doesn't- and that doesn't.
Yeah. So
but it
it's.
doesn't
I'm a
build-
little biased, I guess. Because
Exactly.
I know him. So
It doesn't build equity with
closely,
random
yeah.
people, is what I'm saying.
Facts.
And so it's like, that's why I try to make my projects at least all have similar, you know.
So like when people play you on the radio, let's say they're gonna play you on the radio, they play like they play like
radio.
songs like this. Like what artists do you kind of get linked with in playlists and stuff?
Me right now, shit, that's a great question. Honestly, it's really not what I would expect. I've been grouped with like big crits and like, I mean, weird shit. What I would want to be grouped with once I get better promotion would be like Tori, Travis.
That's who you'd want to be
Yeah.
playlisted with.
What I'm
Okay.
currently playlisted with, I don't even know who the fuck these people are, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of disrespectful because,
Well, look,
look,
you know, Spotify is just gonna group you.
but
With,
Pandora got it
Right.
right. Pandora got me. Pandora is grouping me with famous people. These
There you
niggas are grouping me with fucking Miles down the street. And honestly, sorry, we're not at that stage anymore. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what people gotta understand. It's like there's no cockiness with being that, saying that, because if you fucking continue to stay at the same level you've been at, everybody's gonna believe that and
Yeah.
keep pushing that narrative. And when it's not true, you can look the stats up, man. You know what I'm saying? I've had an album go top 3 of pre-orders in the world for hip hop with Russ, Key Glock, and other niggas on the same chart listing. You know, so I'm like, for me, it's kind of different now.
yeah.
After that, and after other shit that I feel like I got over 500,000 streams on Spotify alone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's big stuff. That's better than like just some regular guy off the road. You know, I've been doing this shit since. Well, I'm exhausted.
He has feet.
Yeah, I'm at a point where it's like, it's go time. Y'all niggas better recognize that I'm snow blitzing everything, man.
Yeah.
It's over.
And that's how it should be. And as you're coming up and you're building your career and you're doing things, you're not only working Tragedy, but then you have Freezy, the man over there, you know what I'm saying, that you're working with. A guy that might be in the building. But you know, you're surrounded by people that are working hard and that are doing good work in the game. And
Yeah.
that's being felt. Like, what is that doing for you in your career? And do you feel some level of expectation or
I don't like to have expectations really in anything because I feel like that's when you get let down. Expectations kind of set people up for failure.
wow,
So
honestly,
I just kind of I hope for the
Say
best,
that.
and I hope people come through with what they say they're gonna do and say and whatnot.
Yeah.
I do,
Yeah.
but you can't expect everyone to have the same heart that you do.
Man,
But
listen, man, you can't expect people to do nothing.
right,
And especially in this music industry, the biggest thing that will get you held up is over dependence on people. You know what I mean? Like, it's always cool to depend on your friends and your support system and stuff. That's what they're there for. But when you can't make a move and you're paralyzed without them, you know what I mean? Then it's like you're gonna spend a lot of time wasting. You know what I mean? People just want to hear you. I told people like every album, every project for me is just progression. I know I can do better. You know what I mean? People, and I polish it to where it needs to be polished, and then I move on because I want to break barriers. I want to break limits. I'm not focused on staying in the same spot. You know, and like that's when you, I mean, too many opinions, man. You just gotta go. You just
So
gotta
maybe
go.
expectation isn't a good word. Let's just say inspiration, right? You're surrounded by people who people are making moves constantly daily,
Right.
and
Very
that are
talented people.
definitely, adding to you at least energy.
Right. Yeah.
How's that been coming up in your career so far? And
Energy
that
is
you do.
everything for
Yeah.
me, for sure. I don't care who you are, how many followers you have, how much clout you have. Like, if our energy is not there, like, I can't work with you. You know what I mean? Energy is a big thing when it comes to your
100%.
art,
Yeah.
You gotta put good energy into it for the outcome to be something.
Yeah,
to
that's
be proud
why
of.
when I first met Ashley, I tried to introduce her to my peoples. I introduced her to my boy Ruben Boogie Young, and I'm sure they probably have done some stuff I probably haven't heard about yet. But,
What?
Music.
Yeah. Oh no. No music. He doesn't really.
he's more of a he's
He's
a really
stand-up
comedian.
Oh,
He does
okay.
a lot of videos, and he's a pretty funny guy. I've known him for a minute too. He used to do music.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
do music with my brother-in-law. That's how I originally met him, and I introduced her to him to start doing some. We were in a movie trailer or a movie pilot or show pilot together
Oh, awesome.
for one of his things.
Got it
She
out.
does a little bit of acting. I was trying to
Oh,
segue into
awesome.
the acting shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing some acting lately. So I just
Okay.
did a film with Carlos Berber called Party Bus.
Okay.
We finished that one up. That one should be red carpet premiere ready in the next month or two, I would hope.
Awesome.
And then the one that we just finished filming literally yesterday is called The House That Eats Flesh. Carlos and Jasmine Berber did that one. And
Can we get linked
one's
to all
almost
these
done.
things? Because we would like to share and promote. I mean,
Yeah.
all these. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can definitely search up Carlos Berber on Instagram. He kind of posts all the
He's fired though.
clips and
I didn't know that he was doing the movie
teasers and
with
whatnot.
her or not, but I heard about him through my homie Quentin. He also shoots. I think it's like his little cousin or something. But yeah, that man Carlos Bourbon,
Very talented
he be
Yes.
snapping,
All right, I'm gonna
snapping.
have to connect
actor.
with all that because we like to connect people. Facets of entertainment. There's a lot of stuff going on out here in Arizona, and if we can just pull it all together, we can grow better. And that's what this whole SongLab collaborative thing is about. So again, I will be networking with you guys after
Oh, yeah.
this, of course.
You still doing your shit?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit. I'm. There's a lot of stuff in the works. Is all I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in the works. I just don't want to put out any announcements until all the okays have happened.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's what you gotta do, bro. I realize that. That's how you gotta move, man. You can't be fucking letting people spoil your parade or knowing your moves before you do them and shit too much. You can give them a little preview, but
I can say that we will be doing here in this building or where we're at, IO Possible, which is a podcast and show where we will be educational type of content. So I will also be bringing in the podcast people in different industries and getting them to talk about some of the more complex topics in the industry. So if you guys know anybody, I'm asking people right now to start thinking in their mind of people they feel are influential or in a business that they look up to, or just you think would want to share their nerdiness.
talking about like nuanced music business shit and
Nuance music business, nuance business, nuance technical, nuance
nice.
all industries.
I got a couple people I could
all
probably shoot you.
industries.
I gotta be
Every
that person.
therapeutic,
What is the
holistic. All,
It's like a fine detail.
oh yeah, just like really. So the thing in an industry that people feel is complex and make them afraid to even enter into or know about, I want to break it down and make it simple.
Okay.
I want to break that thing
Doing
people
the
are afraid
layman's
to look at.
terms.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're a
Alright.
masseuse. You're a masseuse.
I learned something today.
Let's
Look at
break
that.
down the situations where you have guests that are a little too excited to have their massage.
yeah.
The
For
complex stuff, the real. I mean, that's
You want some
that's
people
more
to come here and
topic.
talk about consoles and shit?
Yes.
And
we
sell
can break-
4,000.
Yeah, but we can break it down because that's the stuff I do. I actually work for ASU as a web developer. I actually work for the Knowledge Enterprise. That's what this shirt is all about. It's
That's
as
fire.
far as the Knowledge Enterprise Department of ASU, where we support the researchers that do all the work that make ASU the #1 innovative school.
Let's go.
So it's not that difficult though to learn some of these hard stuff. They just lying to you and placing big words in front.
Oh yeah.
And I wanna
that's for
prove
sure.
Like nuance.
Yeah, like nuance. We gonna get into
Oh,
some
boy.
nuances. We gonna break it down. But also, so think about that. We want to connect with people on that level. outside of that, that was just me giving you guys that and just kind of putting a little shout out on that. Bring all your connections, all of your networking. We will do more of that. Can I get you? And first off, thank you for coming. Thank you for treating
Thank you
us.
for having me.
Yeah.
We need that here.
Thank you for having us.
I know having both of you guys is so wonderful. It is.
You're welcome.
And
I'm just
if I
kidding.
can just get you guys. No, really. We are what. Well, trust me, we feel it. And
We're
if I
graced
can get
with
you
his
guys
presence.
to just shout out again how people can connect with you on social medias, check out your music, everything like that. And if I can get a sound bite for SongLab, that'd be so awesome.
No, I was gonna do it. You go ahead and go first.
Oh, so I keep it consistent. It's just Ashli Phoenix on everything. So ASHLI, Phoenix like the city.
All right, well, it's your boy Tragedy602. Just Google that. Tragedy, just like you spell it in the dictionary, and then 602 area code for Phoenix. No spaces. Big shout out. Cab Ticket, IO Possible, Fleek, AZ Friday,
Buzz.
City Buzz Radio, and anybody and everybody that made SongLab
AZ
Live
Friday.
possible. Yeah, already Friday again, of course. That's my brother right there. Yeah, I just want to say thank you. It's been super fun. You know, got a little looker in me. Let's go. I love it, man. This is what Arizona should be doing. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey, you guys have
Thank you
blessed
for
us.
having
Thank
us.
you very much for allowing us to use your likeness to push this event. Thank you for showing up, for showing out, for
course.
doing what you guys do here. Honestly, you have made this event better with your presence. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
Lit.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
helping us. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
You're so good at this.